welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Boston College. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's tomorrow. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback extends the play. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Hemsley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Golden Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Boston College! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The short hands, it's Amaro. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now the pitch. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go back.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
From the gun, the ground game. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This Boston College offense has it working. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tough.
Touchdown, Eagles! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run. It's in goal. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Finds his back in the middle. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, he can go. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they go back on top. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Finds his man. It's holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going right to work up top. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Rushes on him. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jeff. can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to... You got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Utes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really...
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Finds his man. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hemsley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Boston College will send out the punt team. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down for 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Now on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And the Utes are on the move. The option look. Now the toss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, a lot of
times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle. It's Hemsley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Boston College! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Slithers into space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. I know you're down and you try to mount